Greetings, YouTube. I apologize for the poor lighting, but the cat is here and she's warm, and I apologize for the hood and hat, but for some inexplicable reason I am freezing this morning, even though it isn't particularly cold in my home. Heat's on, for some reason I am very chilly. So today I bring you good tidings. A federal judge in Utah has declared the Utah ban on same-sex marriage to be unconstitutional. The state's current laws deny its gay and lesbian citizens their fundamental right to marry, and in so doing demean the dignity of those same-sex couples for no rational reason, wrote U.S. District Judge Robert J. Shelby in the 53-page decision. Accordingly, the court finds that these laws are unconstitutional. A couple of other pull quotes from page 32. Plaintiffs are ordinary citizens, business owners, teachers, and doctors who wish to marry the person they love. As discussed below, the state of Utah has not demonstrated a rational, much less a compelling reason why the plaintiffs should be denied the right to marry. Now, one of the continuing arguments I hear about this issue is that gay couples cannot procreate. And I've often pointed out the fact that lesbian couples can actually have twice as many children as straight couples can, and I've always met with silence on that one. Apparently, if you use artificial insemination of some variety, that's not considered a real birth, even though heterosexual couples use those methods too. Double standards. I apologize. But the judging question does actually discuss that argument that procreation is one of the key features of traditional heterosexual marriage. The court does not find the state's argument compelling because, however persuasive the ability to procreate might be in the context of a particular religious perspective, it is not a defining characteristic of conjugal relationships from a legal and constitutional point of view. The state's position demeans the dignity not just of same-sex couples, but of many opposite-sex couples who are unable to reproduce or who choose not to have children. Under the state's reasoning, a post-menopausal woman or infertile man does not have a fundamental right to marry because she or he does not have the capacity to procreate. This proposition is irreconcilable with the right to liberty that the Constitution guarantees to all citizens. So, the judge quite handily drives a stake right through the heart of that particular argument. And the fact that the judge has addressed these individual points so explicitly and in such detail, I think going to make an appeal for this very difficult, because the state of Utah is going to have to show a compelling reason, a justification for saying why this equality, why marital equality is damaging to society in the state of Utah and in general in the United States overall. And I don't think it's possible. I've never been able to figure out why it wasn't legal from the get-go. As soon as I actually thought about the fact that gay people couldn't marry, I started scratching my head and I couldn't figure out why. Why is that a thing? Why is that considered acceptable? It shouldn't be. Two people love each other. Is they're consenting adults? Those should be the only goalposts they have to cross. They love each other. They're consenting adults. Let them marry. Now, I can guarantee you, because I've said that, that's a very broad, very progressive, very liberal statement, that there will be people that will ask me if brothers and sisters should be allowed to marry. And I got to tell you, that is probably such a rare circumstance, I don't think it's a compelling argument. I really don't. How often does that happen? I mean, outside the fevered sex dreams of social conservatives who fight against marital equality in the world, how often does it really happen that should be something that society at large invests itself in? That's neither here nor there. I've often said that social conservatives seem to be more obsessed with the sexual relationships of bisexual gay people and transgender people and whatnot than the people themselves who are gay and transgender and bisexual and pansexual themselves are involved in them. Social conservatives are obsessed with this, and it's not healthy. It really isn't. You need to accept that other people have other lives. As long as they're not hurting other people, and they aren't, let them live their lives. No one batted an eye when I got married. Twice. Okay, why? Didn't hurt anybody else. My getting married did no harm to anyone. Anyone else getting married to the person they love does not harm anyone. And it really is that simple. People love each other. Let them marry. It's kind of beautiful in its simplicity, isn't it?